Title at the price at endless night it started with the rain. Just a persistent, drumming drizzle that seemed to cling to everything, including my bones. I was sitting on the steps of the abandoned clock tower, nursing a lukewarm beer and contemplating the crushing weight of my existence, or rather, my lack thereof. Then he appeared. Not with a crash or a fanfare, but like a heat haze rising from the cobblestones. Tall and possibly elegant, with eyes like polished obsidian. He introduced himself as Silas, and he offered me something extraordinary. Immortality. I choked on my beer. Seriously? I managed a weak, incredulous laugh. You're offering me that? Silas just smiled, a chilling, beautiful expression. The terms are simple. A small exchange. Your shadow. Just relinquish it. And you'll live forever. Witness the rise and fall of empires, the birth of stars, the slow, agonizing death of the universe itself. It sounded tempting. I asked him about the consequences. He didn't flinch. There are none. You'll simply become a reflection, an echo, a silent observer. I looked down at my feet at the way the streetlights cast distorted shapes around me. I could feel my shadow, the cold darkness that clung to me, a part of me I hadn't even realized I was consciously aware of. It felt vital, like a tether to something real. I spent the next few days in a haze of terror and fascination. I researched ancient lore, desperate to find some warning, some indication of the cost. I found fragments of stories, whispers of the takers, beings who offered eternal life in exchange for something essential, something dark. The consensus was always the same: you never truly recover. The rain hadn't stopped. It was heavier now, as if mirroring my own turmoil. Finally, I went back to the clock tower. Silas was waiting. He didn't speak. He simply gestured to my feet. I stared at my shadow, extending a hand towards it. It seemed to writhe, to resist. Then, with a strange, almost pleasurable sensation, it began to dissipate, flowing upwards, dissolving into the rain. It was like losing a piece of myself. As the last vestiges of my shadow vanished, a profound emptiness settled over me. Not a terrifying emptiness, but a stillness. A silence. I looked around, and the world seemed brighter, sharper. As if a filter had been removed. I felt complete. Silas smiled again. You've made a wise choice, he said, his voice a silken whisper. Now, let us see what wonders await. And as I turned to face the endless night, I realized he was right. I was immortal. But I was also utterly, irrevocably alone. And I couldn't remember why.